Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be reviewing the new all-wheel drive Maverick Hybrid. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Ford here in Provo for giving me some time with this Maverick. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Powering the Maverick Hybrid is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder hybrid that puts out 191 horsepower and is able to get 40 miles per gallon around town and then 34 on the highway, and this new one is all-wheel drive. Before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. Now taking a look at the hood, it's raised there on either side just like the F-150, and I really like this sand color. It looks really sharp in the new Maverick. Now the new headlight design I think makes the Maverick look quite a bit more modern compared to the first iteration. You've got the Ford logo there, the new style of Ford logo. And yeah, with the front end of this, I thought the original Maverick was pretty good looking. This looks a whole lot better. Now our tire wheel setup is 225 by 65 by 17 on the front and over in the rear. And this one's the XL, so it's got the baseline wheels, which look cool, gives it that kind of like old school retro feel. XL logo there. You can see that the trim on the mirrors and the door handles all matches. And then here is your side profile with the truck. Now this leads us to the key fob. We have our lock and unlock function. We got the Ford logo there, flip out key as well, which is pretty cool. And then this will lead us into the bed. So the tailgate is not dampened, so just make sure that you lower it down, holding it the whole way. This one doesn't have bed liner. That's really easy to add after the fact. Now for this segment, which I'll just call a ute because it kind of is in a way, this is a really big bed. You look at the Santa Cruz that competes against this, and this bed is a lot smaller. Now with the tailgate, it's very light, so just pop that back up. Again, new Ford logo there on the back. The taillights, those look pretty similar to before, but there's the rest of the rear. Popping inside, I like the interior change that they've done here with the coloration. So this has the blue and the gray. It's a lot more neutral compared to like the crazy white and orange that you had before in the Maverick. And then really nice cloth seats inside as well. And the Maverick's quite spacious. I mean, you pop in and got good leg room here. Again, for the size of the vehicle it is. We got some USB ports. We've got great headroom. With this XL, the rear glass is going to be fixed. And then this leads us up front where, again, we've got that same theme with the blue and the gray, and you got some nice cloth trim there. All of our window controls. Just a quick look at the mirrors. And then here's the front seat. It is manually adjustable. And then we've got our light controls here on the side, steering wheel adjustment, gas cap release, all of that. And then more of that blue trim on the dash. And flip out key, of course. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, we've got nice trim all around the steering wheel. It's not the fanciest, but soft touch. Controls for the center stack, you've got your phone controls, voice command controls, volume controls, cruise control as well. Regular stocks on the back, and then we do have this gauge cluster that actually is quite digital indeed. So you can see different bits of information on the economy there. You can pull up different menus too. So just like other modern Ford models, it's very easy to use, customizable too. And then I like how everything's easily accessible in terms of the information that you need to see in the car, like your fuel range, for example. Backup camera in reverse. We do have trajectory lines that turn with the steering wheel and good resolution overall. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, you got the climate controls that are always accessible there at the bottom. And it seems like the response time is pretty quick. You've got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay and YouTube now apparently. Oh boy, YouTube's invading everything, but yeah. Easy system to use, and it looks like there's storage behind. Some physical controls down below for like the volume, change the radio station, defroster, auto hold as well. Some USB ports here, some more storage down below. Got our dial shifter with our parking brake, stability control, some more storage there. And then we have the center console, nice trim on the top, plenty of storage inside. And then glove box, yeah, it's pretty spacious. Got a manual mirror dimmer, and then a sunglass holder up top. Well, it's there. So here's the one sticker. This one is an XL, doesn't have any options added to it, which is the way to go. So you can see it has a 101A equipment group, so it's got that. Anyways, $30,210 is the total MSRP. Let's sum things up. I will say, my car has key in the ignition, and it's just more visible. Like Ford's is, you can see out the steering wheel, unless you have the steering wheel tilted like that, I guess. Then you'd be able to easily see it, but you kind of have to like look around. Anyways, visibility in this is great. Not a huge vehicle, you can see all around. Now I can't take this out for normal drive. I'll hopefully have another review in the future with one of these. But what I can at least do is give you guys some sort of little impression on this. And I mean, right off the bat, it pretty much feels like the hybrid that we had before. Just, it's all-wheel drive now. And I don't think that's a bad thing, that's what Ford decided to do with this. Let's see if it... Yeah, I mean, just getting that like torque push right off the bat, it feels pretty much, in the suspension, with how it handles. And the cool thing about the Maverick is it's so small. Yeah, it's got great low-end power. But yeah, it feels pretty much the same from what I can perceive here. So I'm not really noticing. I'm not saying there's not a benefit. There's obviously a huge benefit with all-wheel drive versus front-wheel drive in inclement weather conditions. But it seems like it pretty much drives the same. So that's a plus. That is a plus. So again, this is a little short video. I guess I'll get one more little kind of acceleration here. Yeah, performance really doesn't feel like it's changed, which is good. You can hear it goes into electric mode as often as it can. So the Maverick Hybrid, this is truly a one-of-a-kind, and this is a huge, like the biggest middle finger to Toyota, because Toyota's the hybrid king, right? They are the hybrid king, and yet Ford is the only manufacturer that offers a small hybrid pickup truck. Honda's Ridgeline, that's unibody, that's really a mid-size pickup truck. That only comes with a V6. The Hyundai Santa Cruz only comes with either a 4-cylinder NA or a 4-cylinder turbo. Ford, however, offers this with the turbo or with the hybrid. And so, yeah, it truly is one of a kind in the market. And Toyota doesn't even have anything like this. I mean, Ford is just selling a bajillion of these, and they'll continue to sell a bunch of them because nobody else, like they're the only game in town. The Santa Cruz has a really small bed. The Ridgeline is basically a mid-sized pickup truck. And so really, if you're looking for a practical small truck-like vehicle, or, you know, some of you will call this a truck. I'm not going to get into that argument in today's video. I think it's a truck. It's got a truck bed. But hey, I'm not going to get in this argument. Decided to get in the argument. Either way, the point that I'm trying to make here with the Maverick is this is really cool. Again, being able to get almost 40 miles per gallon with all-wheel drive, and it's $30,000 for the MSRP. And this has everything you need, frankly. It's got the climate controls. Again, it's just single zone climate with this, which I don't think that's a problem whatsoever. It's not a big enough vehicle to really necessitate dual zone climate. Stability, it's got modern traction control. I mean, this interior is going to be, you know, easy to clean. Got some nice surfaces throughout. I don't know. I think this is a really nice vehicle. So let me guys think about the new Maverick Hybrid. But I think that this is, like I said, it's a big middle finger to Toyota, and Toyota's probably going to come back with a vengeance and have something in this segment sometime soon. Time will tell.